asked to choose my favourite exhibit at Chelsea, and I just had to choose these beautiful hyacinths. The display is just tremendous. I mean, it's so simple, just baskets of hyacinths, all the same height, all the same massed together in colour, and the scent is overwhelming. Even in the Great Pavilion, where you're surrounded by fragrance, these hyacinths, you really can smell them. And of course they're very topical at the moment. Kate Middleton, now the Duchess of Cambridge, she had white pipped hyacinths in her bridal bouquet, which was all designed around the meaning of flowers. And white hyacinths mean constancy. And these hyacinths are actually Dutch hyacinths, but they're also grown in the UK. And I think with the royal wedding, UK seasonal flowers are going to become much more popular for brides that are starting to book sort of over the next few months and into next year.
My favourite exhibit at Chelsea, well, this is very hard. Obviously, everything at Chelsea is fantastic, but I've gone for a Japanese maple bonsai tree. This beautiful specimen is from 1955, and as you look at it, you can just imagine this growing at the top of a hill as a big tree, and you sit under it on a nice hot summer's day. Why have I gone for a bonsai? Well, we all sell bonsais in the shop, but they're tiny little ones for about 14, 15 pounds. Bonsais are like having a baby. Something like this has taken years of nurture and it's actually into flourishing at the moment. Hard work, but everybody comes into a florist and always asks us, the expert, how we look after a bonsai tree. Lots of water, good amount of light, and basically lots and lots of pruning to keep it looking just like that.
When I was asked to find my highlight of the show in the Great Pavilion, I have to say it was virtually impossible because there are so many beautiful displays here. But when I was pushed to shove, I had to go for the NFU stand behind me because it is everything I adore about Chelsea and the sort of mix of vegetables with flowers. It's all totally British. It's been developed by three of my favourite florists, Alan Nunn, Mike Saunders and Anita Holmes, and they have done the NFU proud. The way that they've created a rainbow of colours around the stand, taking it from way up high right down to the ground with the most beautiful, the exquisite finishing touches of mushrooms against soft gravel. And the colours coordinate with the vegetables, the flowers, everything lifted with zingy lines of very actually boring flowers, you might say, chrysanthemums, carnations, you know, everyday flowers, but made to look absolutely stunning.
I've been asked to choose my favourite exhibit in the Great Pavilion today. I've chosen the Tropical Botanic Garden of Thailand. This exhibit has taken 60 people 3 months to make. They made it in Thailand. It was then shipped over in sections and reassembled just for this exhibit here today for Chelsea Flower Show. The large majority of this exhibit is made up of a tiny flower, and this flower is called the Everlasting Blossom. It's what they call it in Thailand. All of this, in the multitude of colours, is all that one flower. Something else I really love about this exhibit is the palms, the plaited palms. There's so many different styles. I mean, I love plaiting palms. I think it's really good fun to do. Not quite ever seen them done as intricate as this before. Something else I also really enjoy about this is the fact that not only they've taken the lovely mythical creature of the dragon, but they've got the natural creatures like the elephants too. There's something all the way around here. Not usually my taste in so over the top with colour, but I think just the intricacy drew me to this one. I absolutely fell in love with it.
I've been asked to select my favourite exhibit in the Great Pavilion here at Chelsea, and there were 3 or 4 on my shortlist, and I eventually whittled it down to one, and it's Knoll Gardens here. Beautiful grass growers. Not only are they based very close to one of my businesses in Wimborne down in Dorset, every year they produce stunning displays of ornamental grasses. I particularly like the way they use the very natural form of the grasses. They have a wonderful selection. The driftwood and the sand all works really beautifully together, particularly on a day like this where you've got a lovely breeze floating through the marquee and the grasses are blowing gently in the breeze. It's very, very romantic almost. But as I say, the varieties they use are all beautiful. They're the kind of product that a lot of people love to have in their gardens. They're sort of low maintenance. And there's also lots of different varieties that like sort of wet conditions, dry conditions. So really there's a grass for everybody with Knoll Gardens.